Hi, I'm Greg Hanna, founder of Transformational Learning Solutions. I would like to thank you for checking out my business building workshop, Increase Your Likelihood of Making Sales. Now, most people would agree that communication is the engine that drives our success in both our business and personal lives. In sales, motivating and influencing people is vital. Yet misunderstanding how other people think creates confusion and missed opportunities. The purpose of this workshop is to teach you a set of techniques that will allow you to better understand how people think and the language that will allow you to communicate with them more effectively. This workshop is focused on communication in a business context. However, the concepts are not unique to business and can be applied equally effectively in other contexts. Now, I would like you to think back to conversations you have had with people. I would imagine you can remember some where you couldn't wait for the conversation to end, and you walked away thinking, "Oh my, yuck, that was difficult, terrible, awkward, never to be repeated." And I bet you have had some where you felt like you had known the person all your life. You thoroughly enjoyed your conversation, and you looked forward to having another one with them. I bet you would rather have conversations that ended up like this, wouldn't you? So what was the difference between the two conversations? To a large degree, the problem was likely the language you were using. Often, without realizing it, we are speaking a different language than our listener. And by different language, I don't mean English instead of Spanish, for example. Even when speaking the same language as our listener, the words we use may be very foreign to them, in effect, a different language. At a deep unconscious level, we all have a preferred method we favor for making sense of the world, constructing our own world, and communicating information to others. This is reflected in a particular choice of language we use to express ourselves. We make this choice and use the language unconsciously. Preferred methods are called internal representational systems. Each has a preferred language associated with it. Using language that matches a person's preferred system results in them responding more favorably. Using language that does not match their preferred system is literally like speaking a foreign language to them. They will have difficulty understanding you. In some cases, they may not hear you, and in the worst case, they may become quite upset with you. None of these outcomes lead to productive communication. Being able to determine what internal representational system a person prefers and to use the associated language in conversation with them provides you a large advantage. This workshop will teach you about internal representation systems and how to use them using practical examples, demonstrations, and exercises. You will learn how to understand internal representational system. You will learn how to determine and understand your own internal representation. If you can understand your own system, and then you understand how that may mismatch with others, you have a much more powerful way of being able to communicate with them. You will learn how to detect internal representations in conversation with other people, and you will learn how to get them to actually tell you what their representation system is by eliciting it in normal conversation. And then you will learn how to use all this information in normal, day-to-day conversation with anyone. Being able to employ this knowledge will lead to more effective communications and to better outcomes. Once again, thank you for checking out the workshop, Increase Your Likelihood of Making Sales.